Cause thing. Right. I forgot to put on my mic. Let me put my mic on too. Woo! It's hot as hell today. Man, let me move my chair back because my feet are in the sun. And even my feet are hot. Uh, yeah. Peace, black man. Peace to the gods and the earths, even though I know they don't be watching. Still say peace. See if this one is connected. Flip this okay, too. Can you hear me? Give me a one if y'all can hear me. We can hear. All right, cool. Put this on. Remember DMX album? Something, something. Hell is hot. What was DMX album? Heading back to hot New York in a minute. I mean, cold New York. Somebody asked me today, how was the expat life? Well, I can't see. Do I got to brighten my screen? Let me see if I can brighten my screen, but that's going to make the battery run out faster, right? That heat, that heat. Hold on. Let me move this table up a little bit. When it's so bright outside, it must have cut this too close to the. Give me a minute. Good time, Greg. What up, Grego? Let me knock this out so I can move the table over. The background is crazy. Man, this shit is leaking. This must be cracked. So, New Jerusalem was good. The water actually looks good today. Thought about getting in. Shorty in Postal 8. She ain't nowhere near me. Well, God bless you, Shorty. Should have been closer to the God. Okay, we closer now. I can see a little better. Let me see if I can. Give me a second. Let me see if I can. You know how you do that thing with the phone? You're supposed to be able to. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. I can't do nothing. The brightness is all the way up. Maybe that's why my phone, the power been rolling out my phone too fast. The power's, the light on the screen is all the way up. Don't forget to like. Um, Let me see that. It's dark and hell is hot. Yeah, shout out to DMX, RIP. What up, Zoe? This is DJ Panthro. We met after you did that live with Rello in Thailand. Yeah, that was a while ago. Shit, I don't remember your face, you know. But shout out to you. You know what I mean? But it's like, yeah, I'm gonna get out of here soon. Uh, Going back to cold New York for a little bit. I gotta be there for a while. I got some stuff to do. I'm streaming on the iPhone. I'm streaming on the iPhone. Black Ham TV, what it do? Which post is the best? If you just come in and chill, I would recommend Postal 2, Bahaka 49, because my man, if you tell him you know me, he gonna look out for you. Some people like to go to Lemmy and go to Rasta Beach. It's more younger crowd there, you know. They be playing music. It's sometimes it's too crowded. If you want to chill, that ain't the best place to go. I mean, the Canada Goose. I know, yo. And I ain't got I didn't bring like a goose with me. So I think tomorrow I'm gonna go to the mall and I'm gonna buy a hoodie. I do got a hoodie with me though. Yeah, man. Yeah, I know. I'm going to jump in the car, but whew, it is cold, man, and I got to be home for a little while. Sound, show enough. Let me rent your place in Rio for Carnival. It's already rented. It's already rented. It's already rented for Carnival. You might have to get 2027. And they looked up and got a deal because I didn't boost up the price like I should have because they did rented it so far in advance. Yeah, I know everything booked up. Yeah, I'm gonna get a caipirinha, but I didn't eat nothing yet today, so I just wanted to get some electrolytes in. I got to get something to eat too, because caipirinha, man, that'll go straight to your head. Pause if you come out here, you didn't drink anything on an empty stomach. That could go straight to your head, boy. So what's new? And I see that certain little trends might be coming to an end. You know, and I'm more getting laid back. You know what I'm saying? You got a spot in Vidigal. What's your opinion on staying there in Vidigal? The favela? I wouldn't stay there. If you're gonna stay in a favela, stay in the one over here in Lemmy. That favela got hostels in there, and it's cool. Now Vidigal, nah, I wouldn't stay over there. So got that sniper look. You know it. You know it. I'm looking. I'm looking and cooking. Cause if you look in the distance while you're sitting out here, cause I mean, of course, there's more people closer to the water, but then that means that the service they got to come all the way down there to bring your drinks and everything. It's a little harder for people to find you, stuff like that. So I stay close to the Bahaka so I can get my drinks or any type of help I need easily. There you go, a little thick one coming right now. Yeah, I ain't scared. I ain't scared of them thick joints. So I'm at the point right now in Rio where I got a couple friends that I can hang out with, that I can learn some Portuguese from, and that's real good. You know, if you're gonna stay here long term, you gotta meet some people here, some regulars, and get your Portuguese up. So you gotta be around them more often. They talking to you in Portuguese, and they forcing you to get some more of the language. You know, I think I'll be back here in the fall, their fall seasons when it's slow, it's a little cooler, there's not too much beach action, maybe a little bit of rain, but you know, it's gonna be cool out time. You know, you're gonna need a couple friends, some nice ones. You know, I'm still looking for my I ain't gonna say it, but I need, well, you know, I don't have nothing solid, but I need a like a karaoke girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Somebody I could just hang out with when I'm here. You feel me? You don't want to be fishing all the time. In Europe, it's hot now, 10 degrees Celsius in December at night. Everywhere it's hot in the planet. What happened to the 3 girls you took to dinner? I ain't seen them in a while. You know what I'm saying? I haven't called the ringleader. Yeah, you know she listening, right? We a little light on the likes. It's free. Tell them, Tony. I've never been to Brazil, but it's on my bucket list. Storm Breaker. It should be on your bucket list. At least Rio. Portuguese is hard. I don't find it any more or less hard than Spanish. What percentage of time do the ladies actually speak English? Not a lot here, not a lot at all. You're more likely to find a shorty in the bigger city like Sao Paulo. Like a lot of chicks from Sao Paulo speak English. Even the ones that are here in Rio from Sao Paulo, like they're more often English speaking than the karaoke's. Hey Zoe, yo yo, welcome back to Rio. Smooth NY, thank you, brother. Like the page, who's that matter? Math, a woman. Yeah, so I'm gonna sit out here. It was hot earlier today. The sun actually looked like it went behind the clouds or something, but it was hot today. I meant to make it to the beach a little earlier, but it's all good. I'm here now, just enjoying the sights, man. Theodore, am I going to be in Thailand in February? I hope I will. There's a strong possibility I will. I was listening to Beyonce's "Me, Myself, and I" song. Am I zesty for this, or is that okay? Justin Holmes. I don't know. Let the people decide on that one. No, I ain't get back in the gym yet, but I have been walking. I didn't get back in the gym yet, man. My boy is here and he got me like taking him places every day. Yeah, I'm gonna get over to the other cities in Brazil, but I live here, so Brooklyn, Costa Rican, proud of Zoe. Uh, my man. I need something to eat too, a little something, something, man.
You want to eat something?
Yeah, cause I ain't eating nothing.
Yeah, chicken fried, cheese.
What kind of chicken you got?
It's like a nugget. Chicken finger.
Is it like that big order of chicken fingers? Cause I know sometimes y'all bring like a whole bunch.
No, I can't take the small one. Something that's
Yeah, maybe.
one with bones and without bones.
I know the ones with bones is better, but that's too much work. Y'all be making that too fried. Give me the what else you got? That's it?
Let me show you.
Yeah, yeah. Let me see the menu. Yeah, that's my man Joshua, man. Y'all always in good hands if y'all come to Postal 2 and Bahaka 49 and just let him know you family. He gonna take care of you. Can't wait to see Brazil next year. How many push-ups? I can always do 50. I ain't never get that bad where I can't knock out 50 in a row. But I gotta lift weights. I gotta get back to lifting weights because my arms is soft. I feel the difference. I gotta get back in the gym. Joe, whose face? Joshua? Okay, I have him say what's up to y'all so y'all can remember. But I've shown his face plenty of times. Damn, this shit is so good and sweet. Can't be good for you. It could not be good for you. Calisthenics is the way to go. Yeah, posted to actual Joppa. Yeah, I'm gonna get back to it. I gotta get back to it, man. But the good thing is, I ain't been eating too much, so I haven't gained any weight. You know what I'm saying? So I just gotta get back to the gym. But Brazil, just on Brazil, Thailand, South Africa, Colombia, which one if you only had to pick one? This is a caipirinha. This is a strawberry one. I think I could stay. I don't know. I can't just pick one, man. Thank God I ain't gotta pick one. Caroline, Rebecca, and Tiffany, the girls from Rio. You remember, huh? I'm 45, 230, pulling young chicks, not a flex. They all birds. Hey man, if you pulling them, you pulling them, man. Shout out to you. Shit. Nobody want to be alone. 3 weeks, Zoe. I did it, and I'm 55. 3 times a week. I feel you, right? Stormbreaker. I dropped 30 pounds easily just from walking daily. That's what keeps my weight down too. And a good diet in Thailand. I was there about 3 months. Yeah, you could do 3 months in Thailand. What up from Sao Paulo? Cicero. Salute, bruh. From Oregon. Portland, Oregon. Shout out to the brothers that's from Portland. I know a couple. I mean, it's too bad for your man Ebro though. You love those 3 girls? I haven't even called her. I could call her. She's always been nice to me. Tiffany. First time to South America, Colombia or Brazil. Either one, brother. Either one, AJ. Either one. You can't lose. So you need to wife up that Peruvian red hair girl. Justin Holmes. She be reading all this, so y'all can't be saying that because she be screenshotting it and sending it to me. Might scoop up a Brazilian woman. Yeah, that's right. I'm from Fort Lauderdale. So Ebro may book you from a consultation. Free men travel. What's good? Black ham. Yeah, Ebro got cut. But Ebro was feeling himself too much, man. He was way too cocky to be on the radio, to be a radio programmer. You know, the power went through his head, man. Maybe he was always egotistical, but then he got the power. Like, he was too nasty to the young generation. He was too full of himself on the power. And I know he will make excuses for himself, But what he don't realize is people watching, and they can see you making a fool of yourself. I think that's the problem. When you're on the outside looking in, you could see people making fools of themselves. You could see people making big mistakes that's going to cost them. And I guess when you're that one doing it, you can't see it. You can't see it yourself. But it's very clear that he was being an asshole to a lot of people. And so, I mean, he had a good run. Let's hope he saved some paper. Because I don't think he's able to just do a regular job after being on the radio like that, right? I'm in love with Tiffany. I will be there. You might not see her though. I ain't seen her around. You should settle down with that redhead from Peruvian, my G. Getting old. Alex Watson. I've been married already, so what is I don't see what getting old got to do with it. You want to build a relationship with somebody that you really, you really like have good chemistry, care for, and stuff like that. What's a good portable Wi-Fi to live stream from in Dominican Republic? I don't know. The signals is not that great in Dominican Republic. Man's Man 614. I didn't know he was from Oregon. I've been here since '95. I'm a Buckeyes baby. I'm from Columbus, Ohio. He probably will do podcasts. Yeah, he used to diss mad people. Y'all YouTubers and all this shit. Well, you get what you get, man. It's all good. He'd be all right. He should have enough money. He still works at Apple. Ebro and them are weird. All these did was speak bad on Drake, and Drake said he was as happy their show got canceled. I know he was happy. Don't get married. It's a scam. I've been married already. I don't think I would get married again unless it was for a really good reason. Like something that would, solidify the future of me or my children and stuff like that. Bro, you know what I said? Let me get Man, they got fish.
Yeah, fish.
Is it good?
Yeah, good.
It's grilled. What it come with? What does it come with? Just the
Come with
fish?
plain fry, yeah. If you want, you
Grilled
can make with
fish?
this wooden salads.
That look good, man. But you know what? I want to just eat with my fingers. You know what I'm saying? I want to just eat with my fingers. At this, I'm gonna need a fork and knife and all of that. Just give me the chicken fingers and some French fries.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Not so big, just that.
Yeah, not too big. So I will be a Peruvian resident in September, brother. Been a great journey, and salute to you, sir. All my hoes demonetized. Congratulations, brother. I never liked him. Well, his views. Man's man, yeah, I got you. And I've met him before because some of the people, ironically, one of my barbers, shout out to K Dub, they know him very well. Him and another brother that's an author. They know Ebro very well. So Ebro has been by my barbershop. I've met Ebro before. I've even hung out with Ebro like one or two occasions. And he's not a bad guy in person, but he's super cocky. That's why I guess he adapted to New York. Because he's super cocky, as a lot of dudes that I met from Portland are. And so in that way he could easily um, deal with New York and the cockiness that goes on in New York, but he was wilding. He was wilding. Well, Brazil is dangerous. Like, if you here as a tourist, you probably not. Okay, for instance, my big brother, right, Augusto, he co-hosts my Airbnb. He was going home, and he lives in Baja de Juca. He was going home in his car, and they cut everybody off, pulled out the guns, and they was gonna rob every car. But they looked at him, and he's an older guy. He's like the guy, and he's an older guy, like 65. They looked at him, and he's Brazilian, and they said, "He's a working guy. Let him go. Let him go." Now he's a very, very, very older, humble, really like kind person that goes above and beyond for people. And that was God giving him a pass. I know it was. It was his karma giving him a pass. But they robbed everybody else behind him, probably, but they let him go. I was walking up the street going to get something to eat, and a guy had a bag. I think it was his phone, because I didn't see exactly what the guy grabbed. The guy on a motorcycle came on the sidewalk, grabbed something from the other Brazilian guy, and went back in the street. And he was like, fuck. And he had a big bag, and he's running. I think it was his phone. So things can happen. And that's in Copacabana. So imagine in more, residential areas. So yeah, it, as they say, shit happens. Yeah, Danny Mo worked with me for like 20 years. And then he went and opened his own place or something like that, 15 years. I know Danny Mo very well. I know a lot of his barbers, or I used to, because people change over time. Ebro will be fine, and the entire crew. Next stop, they will all have YouTube podcasts. Don't sign to a company and get paid. No, he wouldn't be able to go to podcasting if he did the right thing by getting that job, but he didn't. He had 15 years to also have a YouTube channel. That was the mistake he made. He could have been building his YouTube channel, or if he had it before he took that job, he should have been setting it up a long time ago. So that's the problem. Man, Tuitions, what's up, my guys? Thanks for the super chat. Salute, Zoe. I'll be there in 2 weeks. Yeah, I'll be going. I told people that you're supposed to be doing a boat party. So shout out to y'all, and I hope it goes well. So you've been in the business for a minute. Yeah. Next year in June, I will have been in business for 30 years. I celebrate June 15th, 2026. I will celebrate 30 years in the barber industry as a business owner. I was in it probably 5 years prior to that. So yeah, and I still got the same shop that the first shop we opened on 125th Street is still there. A lot of people could say they held down. And all my other stores are a year, 2 years after, 3 years after, 4 years after, so, but 30 years in business, man. We got a lot of guys licensed, a lot of guys jobs, and everything else. Yes, I'm definitely blessed. I'm in Rio now, Rock City. Okay. Damn, so that's what's up. Salute. Yeah, I still have 5 stores right now. I was up to 7 stores at one time, but COVID changed that. But in total, I have opened 11 different levels barbershop locations. 11. I'm a businessman. What's been the biggest issue being a barbershop business? The people, meaning the barbers. A lot of our people are not business minded, although I've had great guys, but I've had bad guys. I have guys fighting each other. I have guys, just not being good to one another, not being good to me, with jealousy and shit like that, Black people and they issues. But, you know, it ain't gonna stop me, you know what I'm saying? But the biggest problem has been the barbers. It ain't been the state, the government. It ain't been the customers. It ain't been the cities or the boroughs. It's been the barbers, man. I've had barbers do some of the wildest things you could ever think of. Would I open a barbershop in Brazil? Not particularly. So did you run through the old man? Yeah. What does that mean? I didn't get that. What's your take on regular barbers charging 75 and 100? I don't know. It's a trend, I think. They're trying to make more money, but if you getting all the services, like, okay, I feel like if you're paying 75 for a cut, you should be getting a wash, a cut, a facial, enhancements, and all of that type of stuff. Like, if you paying 75, $100, you should be in a chair for at least an hour. You know, at least an hour. I haven't seen John Thompson this trip. The barbershop in Philly, you can smoke 10 blunts, get drunk, and cop a half a key. That's crazy. I pay 30 and tip Dominican barbers in the BX. I hear you. The Dominicans in New York only charge me 25 for it. Most barbershops still only charge 25. So they keep on saying Philly got the coldest barbers. I totally disagree. New York City got that lot. Nah, it's 50-50. But I ain't gonna front Philly. I know a lot of Philly barbers. You know, I've been to all the hair shows. I know them personally. And Philly do got the coldest barbers. New York got them too, but Philly got some cold ass barbers. It ain't no lie about that. Philly got some of the coldest barbers in the game. But New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, you know, now that the internet and everybody shares information, but I ain't gonna front. Philly got some of the coldest barbers in the world. They ain't gonna lie about that. Terror T, Metro North, Hunt First. What up? What's up, cuzzo? Nah, Philly more than okay. Philly, I'm a barber. I know. I've done all the hair shows all over the country. I know Kenny Duncan, Tone McGill. I know Major League Barbers, Nori Najee. I know them all, man. And they got some of the coldest barbers. You just know as a customer. I know them as famous barbers, as barbers who do hair shows, who do classes, and really got some of the coldest barbers in the game, hands down. Their level of skill set, they have originated a lot of fly things in the game. Yeah, she trying to holler at me now. That's what I say, man. It's so easy, man. It's easy work for Zoe, man. And yeah, it got to do with being handsome. I'm sorry, I gotta let y'all know. It definitely got to do with being handsome. Getting women, man. It make your life so much easier. It just does, man. I ain't trying to like be like, look at that thickum right there. I ain't trying to be like this or like that, but what else could it be? I ain't got no like physique or nothing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tall. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a lot of money. You feel me? Mine there. New Year's in Copacabana. What should I expect? I haven't done New Year's here, and I'm not gonna do New Year's here because that's the day I could get like 600 a night. And I'm gonna get that money. You heard me? And I'm gonna go home. Yeah, it should be good, man. Y'all let me. I see they putting all the stages on the beach down there. They putting platforms to cross over the street. It's gonna be crazy. Maybe I'll do the end of 2026 and the 27, maybe. But I need that bread, Fred. Uh, make that guap exactly. What's good, Zoe? I'll be in Rio for New Year's. Hope to see you out there. I ain't gonna be here, Sid. The Dawn. When is Zoe party going to happen? I don't know. I'm gonna see if I can make it happen in August. Damn, these women is beautiful. Ooh, so much beauty. So much beauty. It's disgusting. And their bodies is all nice. They used to being out here. It's dope. It's dope. She looked better when her hair was dry, like it was super curly. They got beautiful hair out here. Beautiful curly hair. Damn. I'm sorry I'm getting distracted. My bad. Let me stay on focus. What are we talking about? What's up, brother? Oh, you got something for me? All right, cool, my man. All right, it's good? It's good. I forgot my herbals, man, so they made me something. Hopefully it's good. I forgot them back at the crib. Best Irma in Brazil. I don't know. I don't know. But we don't want to talk about that here. That got to be on the private channel. You know what I'm saying? That got to be on the private channel, Playboy. You can't really talk about that here. This is a respectable family channel now, you know? I'm on some Ace Live shit. Shout out to my brother Ace. I love that brother, for real. This is a wholesome channel now, man. There won't be no more late light thirsts. Zero to hero. Hey, I just got an apartment. Do you have a plug for decoration? Yes, I do. Hit me on the back end, send something in. You know what I'm saying? Focus. Have been to Sao Paulo, so what's the first club or bar? I don't know, cause when I went to Sao Paulo, it was COVID. If you want to, you can sit there. Then sit over here. Or ask them for another umbrella. All right, cool. He doing his thing. I want to know about that too. Y'all got to hit me on the back end, man. Excuse me. Have been to Sao Paulo. Yeah, clubs. But there's a list though. Ace got in Japan crazy. Yeah. Oh dang. Okay, it's all good. We'll get up next time. Ace doing his thing. Yes, he is. He got finessed in Japan. He did. So, what you like better, Nairobi or Johannesburg? Johannesburg. Johannesburg is, I would say Johannesburg and Cape Town is still better than Nairobi. Because Cape Town got the beach, Cape Town off the hook, too. Will you ever go back to Cali? Yes. I'm planning on going to the Petronio Alvarez Festival in 2026. Family channel, y'all laughing? What's your opinion on doing carnival for the first time in Rio? Be prepared, because there's a lot of energy, and it's gonna be crazy. Come a little early so you can go to the samba classes and all of that. It's the greatest show on earth. I would say. I agree, Joe Burger, Cape Town. It's the greatest show on earth. You know. Ace also got robbed in Brazil. Truth is, get drunk enough and just be in the wrong spot at the wrong time or mess with the wrong woman, and anyone can get got. Crime is not exclusive. That's true. Ace did a video about it and filmed it. He was looking like a victim from Reckoning. She what? My man. Tell her to come sit next to me. I'll teach her English. Huh? Oh, man, stop blocking, man. Let me find out you a blocker, Joshua. Yeah, I've been to Nairobi. Is Cali, Colombia a fun place? Is there a lot to? It's not a lot to do in Cali, but the women are beautiful. And if you go to a samba club, and they got the best casa in Colombia, it's called Dr. Amor, and I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that. And that was a free one for y'all. So did you know Fredro Starr and Sticky Fingers when they were barbers? I didn't know them when they were barbers because they worked in Queens, and you know I'm a Harlem guy, but I do know that they were barbers. I do know that. Oi, they even the white Brazilians is thick. I ain't used to that. Yeah, you ain't used to that growing up in my era in New York. A lot of black people in Cali, so they say. But you ain't got to be black to have the Cali curves. I will tell you that about Cali. He was also in the spot where those things go down. Oh, you're talking about Ace. So did you? Oh, you just saw that already. Hell, I got snatched by a chick at the door of a club in Nairobi, Westlands. I was smart enough to have an old phone. I dropped in the water. Salvador shit happen. Yeah, shit happens, period. Get them going back. Have you been able to save generational wealth in the barber industry? Save? Well, shit, well, the barber industry has procured my entire life. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I got all kind of stuff going on that I was able to manifest through being a barber. Yo, you got pepper? Pepper? Pimenta? What about salsa picante? Okay. Yeah, so shit. You can do it. You can do it, man. I got a house, I got stock portfolio, I got a retirement plan, I got more than one house. You know what I'm saying?
What up, bro?
Hey, what's good, brother?
I'm in the US too, bro.
What's your name?
Alfonso.
Alfonso? Where you from in the US?
I live in Denver. I got a spot in Miami too.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, nice to meet you, brother.
Nice to meet you,
Yeah.
So,
All right.
nice to meet
Bet, man, you live out here now or you just visiting?
Visiting too.
Okay.
Yes, sir, bro.
All right.
Alfonso. Yes, sir.
All right, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so I would say, yeah, you can do it. Do you plan to have more children? I don't know. Cammy want a baby. You know she want a baby. She ain't never had no baby. So if I get serious with her, I'm gonna have to give another one to the game. You need a live stream every 4 days. Really? I don't want to just be live streaming just to be live streaming. You know what I'm saying? So I be just chilling. I know I'm leaving, so I said, let me do a little live stream on the beach. You know what I'm saying? But I don't be wanting to just do it like, hey, day. You know what I mean? I can't put this in my ear. I'm gonna put this in my bag. You know? I know you could do it every day, but shit, you know what I mean? So I need that hookup on what you obrigado. On what you holding. Talk to Joshua. Come to 4049 on the beach. They got that Cali out here too. I had some. Well, I got some. I just forgot to bring it to the beach. Y'all mind if I eat a little bit of my food? Brothers gonna work it out. Brothers gonna work it out. This is where I need a chick so she could just talk to y'all. Well, you talk to us. You read chat, so it's not like you just sitting there. Okay. 2-time consuming. I see what Yeah, I got y'all. I got y'all. The hookup is the lookup. I lost the signal for a hot minute. So you said you're using your phone to live. Yeah, because I have AT&T and not over this side. Like, it ain't crowded enough for them to run and snatch. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's too wide open. Everybody gonna see them snatch your phone. But like, if you're on a crowded beach in Ipanema, they do more snatching in Ipanema than Copacabana. Because Ipanema Beach is right near the favela. So you got way more favela kids at Ipanema Beach. They do a lot of snatching at Ipanema. For them to come to Copacabana, it's too far. It don't make sense for them to skip over a beach to come to Copacabana, which is more tourist. You know, I don't know. At least that's how I think about it in my mind. They would have to skip over, and they could run back to the favela from where they are. I mean, this is like a chill part. If you look down there, it's super crowded. That's Lemmy. That's where you're gonna see Rasta Beach. You see, like, it's way more saturated down there than in this direction. Let me change the camera around. See what I'm saying? It's way more crowded down that way than over here. So this is not the busiest part of the beach. This is actually like the cool out part of the beach. That's why I like it. Like, it's girls here. It depends, you know. There's gonna be regular chicks over here too. So if you meet a chick on this side, she's gonna be a regular. But if you go down to like Postal 4, it's all workers. Not all workers, but the chicks that's gonna be smiling in your face gonna be workers. Is a 7 a regular? A 7 what? As far as looks, I mean, they got regular looking girls here and they got ultra beauty here. It's so many people here, you're gonna see it all. You're gonna see the regulars, the big girls, and the ultra beautiful girls. I mean, ultra beautiful. Yeah, 7 is above average. If you could marry a 7, you won. Cause any 7 dressed up or put some money behind could be an 8 on a good night. Anywhere between 5 and 7 is workable. Anywhere between 5 and 7 to me is workable. Like, I don't even want no 8, 9, and 10. I don't want nothing like that. That's too much high maintenance. 8, 9s, and 10s is like fantasy girls or trophy wives. You gotta have money. You gotta keep your money because you gotta protect your investment. If you have an 8, 9, and 10, everybody gonna try to get her. You're gonna want her. Why do you think when Babyface divorced his wife, she go with marry Eddie Murphy? When Eddie Murphy break up with his wife, she go with straight hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gotta have that type of lifestyle forever. 5 and below are free and should never be working. We ain't talking about working. We're talking about marrying and building a future with. You know what I'm saying? Polish girlfriend got them all beat. Oh, you better keep her in Poland. Yeah, make sure you keep her in Poland. You bring her around these real players with some money, she's subject to get taken. I was watching some Pimp Chronicles today. Pimp said, man, if you want to know if you got a good woman, he said, bring her around us, man. When we in the club, when we got them cars parked outside, when we got them bottles and we got on them Philippe's and we doing our thing. He said, bring your girl around us. If she come back to you after she hanging out with us, being around us for a couple nights, then you got a good one. Oh yeah. All these batches get on. You right about that. You are right about that. While women can't really hold on to their beauty, men can grow their wealth. Women get a lot of stuff they want, unless they business people, through their looks, their beauty. Men get a lot of things they want through putting in the hard work. You know what I'm saying? You put in that work, you make yourself valuable. You make yourself have more options. But women always have an option, even if it's not realistic. They always have an option in their mind that I don't have to work. I can get taken care of. A man will never have that option. Never have that option. Unless you're a young, good-looking homosexual. Man will never have that option. Pause. I'm permanently disabled. Dudes be saying they'll smash joints in wheelchairs, midget, everything, one legs. Dudes ain't gonna never stop. Enjoy the channel too, bro. And just added your Copacabana spot to my favorites. Thank you, I appreciate it. Robbie, a social media dude can take your chick. I don't know about a social media dude. He ain't gotta be on social media. He just gotta be where she at and see that paper. Like a chick, a Russian chick, I was watching a video. She said, all the places you need to be all year round to find a wealthy man. And she said like 30 places. And I was like, damn, she must know what she's talking about. From the Formula 500 to the watch shows to the boat shows. She said all the places all over the world. Monaco and here and New York and Ibiza for the rich party. And I mean, she said all these spots. I was like, damn. All they gotta do is get there. I'm saying if your woman is on social media, a dude can reach her from anywhere. Yeah, that's true. And she fine too. You see all these thoughts in America talking about these rappers and athletes is in their DMs. Right, you're right. I know chicks that had a couple hundred followers in Brazil or in Colombia or whatever. Now they got hundreds of thousands because dudes is now looking at Colombia, looking at Brazil, looking at Thailand. A few years ago, these chicks had a couple hundred followers. Then they get on the Internationalzoe show. I'm just playing. Next thing you know, they got 100,000 followers. At my age, I don't need a chick for one thing, Tony said. What's that? Clean your dirty drawers? Cook and clean? One thing about Brazil or Rio, I ain't gonna say Brazil, say Rio. I don't like the food. The food here, it's just not really tasty. It's not really good. Like I've been coming here for a long time and I do not have a favorite restaurant because there's no place I really like the food. I deal with it, but they don't have good food here. Their sushi is okay, their Chinese is okay, their pizza's terrible. Their Italian is okay. And trust me, I've been to the most expensive Italian restaurants here. Food is just not hitting here. Now, uh, I'm sure Brazilians don't have no problem with the food, but I don't know. The Peru's food is definitely slamming. They do not have good food at Mavs. You love the food in Rio, really? Food in Rio is trash. Food in Rio is trash. But that's my opinion. That's my opinion. And I don't eat steak. But if everything else is trash, I'm not gonna be like everything else gonna be trash and then the steak is good. But they have no seasoning, no flavor to their shit. They make a lot of rice and French fries with everything. Now, you order salmon, come with rice and French fries. You order steak, come with rice and French fries. You order chicken, come with rice and French fries. They do nasty steamed vegetables like with nothing. Like shit is terrible, man. Shit is terrible. I'm gonna order one of those seasoning wheels. You know, like the seasoning tower. I'm gonna order one from Amazon. And I'm gonna bring it here next time. Maybe like two of them, and I'm gonna put them in my crib. And I'm gonna just start cooking my own food because the food here is sucks. Sucks. I'm gonna bring all that Old Bay and all that stuff that I use at home. Yes, Thailand food is good. Well, the food in Europe is bad in general. Now, the sushi in Rio isn't great. They love their cream cheese in the sushi. Not good at all. A place to lose a few pounds. Damn, no one has ever said that. Man, you are absolutely correct. It's still just my opinion. How you mess up pizza. Your sauce. The first way to mess up pizza, I had a pizza the other day. It was so much cheese on it, no sauce, and this was supposed to be a margarita pizza. And the cheese was so nasty and thick, and the crust was so thin that the pizza, you couldn't even eat it like that. I had to eat it with a fork and knife. Now, I'm not used to chemicals. The food is good in Peru. The food is good in Thailand. I've been all over the world. I've been to Africa. The food is good. I don't even like the food with chemicals in America. And I definitely taste the difference. You got to realize, I don't even eat in America no more, hardly. I'm always overseas. So it's just places with good food and places with bad food. Vietnam had great food. Places in Europe had bad food. So it's not that, I haven't really had, when I'm home, I might eat out, but when have I been home to say, wow, the food in America is great? I'm not hardly ever there. So it's not that. But if y'all like the food here, I ain't mad at y'all. Now, Sao Paulo got better international food, but Rio, that's just water shit. That food here is not good to me. It's just not good. It's not good. It's not tasty. It's not consistent. And the quality of the food is not good. Like the quality of the chicken is not really good. Salmon is salmon, but that's just my opinion. Why the black people are good in basketball? Because it's something that we've been playing for a long time. Gotta learn Spanish first, then Portuguese. I don't know, I don't eat McDonald's. Best food is in Northeast. Now the food is better in Bahia. With more black people over there. Now I definitely don't want to go vegan. I went vegan before. That shit is boring as hell. And I ain't eating a bunch of tofu. It gets boring. It gets boring. A vegan diet is a boring ass diet. Boring as hell, and you gotta be way too creative. Now I'm not buying shit that's supposed to be meat. And Cartagena is limited, but the thing about Medellin is that the Italian restaurants are great. The Peruvian restaurants are great. The Thai restaurants are great. The international restaurant cuisines in Brazil, I mean in Colombia, as far as Medellin is concerned, and Bogota, the food is really good. So I do agree. I'm not a fan of the Paisa food. That I'm not a fan of their food. Now I could rock with the coast, Cartagena, with the coconut rice and all that fish. I could rock with that. But the options, whether you in Laureles, whether you in Poblado, Provenza, in that area, they have restaurants with excellent food. So you have the options. Somebody gave a $20 super chat. Did I miss it? Let me go back. I'm sorry. Uh, Shamrim Mars. Sup, Zoe. I know you say stay away from them 8, 9s, and 10s, but how do you feel about age gap dating Sao Paulo and Rios? Age gap is only a problem in America. I mean, there might be some other Western countries too, but women in other parts of the world, they want security. I just saw a white lady make a video about the age gap thing and how it actually works out because a woman Somebody made a good point that sorry, I got a call. That the women want security. They want uh emotional matureness. They want confidence. They want somebody with their finances in order. They want a leader. And that's all the things that an older man can give a woman. That's why women don't really have a problem dating older men. It's just a stigma in certain countries, but not in most. Would you ever get a condo in Colombia? Oh, maybe. Pfizer is a high protein carbs and farm workers. Well, I don't like the Pfizer stuff. What's it called? That Pfizer dish called when they got chicken and beef and they got like all this stuff on the plate. I don't like that. I don't like their food in general. I just don't like their food, and it's not always good quality. Ben de Pfizer, okay. No, Medellin is the best city. Well, one of the best cities in Colombia, hands down. Barranquilla is cool if you get tired of Cartagena and you want a slower life, but still the Afro Colombian, and you still want that coastal lifestyle. You might go to Barranquilla or Santa Marta, but it's more Colombian. You know, it's if you want more of the coast of Colombia lifestyle without the tourism, but those cities are also slower. Yeah, Barranquilla is a good option. But you could get bored in Barranquilla because there's not a lot to do in Barranquilla. Like they got a one or two little beach fronts or beach clubs, but you get bored and it's hot. Cali, not a lot to do in Cali either. But they built up their restaurant row. They got nightlife, but ain't no beach there. It ain't that much to do. And I think Cali is more gangster than Medellin and Cartagena. I'm not for certain, but it's more cartel gangster. San Andreas is a nice weekend. You know, you can't live in San Andreas unless you like living on a small island. There's some black people there. They're called Rising. They're like Jamaicans. They're not really Colombians. It's not really part of it's Colombia owns that, but it's a Caribbean island that they own. But it's really part of the Caribbean. Somehow they got to own it. I'm sure you can find out the reason. Yes, I've been to Salvador. I liked it. Not a lot to do though, but I liked it. Got a deep history. Ontario, Colombia. I've never been there. Alex, I'm ignoring you. I can't see every question. Let me see what you asked. I'm gonna try to go back. Top three cities in Colombia in order, please. Um, haven't been to all the cities, but I would say Medellin. I like Barranquilla. Cartagena is great for vacation. There's another one I went to, but I only been there once. That was really, really dope. It had a good vibe. What was it called? I can't remember the name, man. I was only there for like a day or two, but most people are in the better cities. Quibdo, maybe. Have you met Afro Brazilians yet? Of course. Karaoke's are Afro-Brazilians. Most of them are Afro-Brazilian. Brazil had more Africans from the continent than America, than the United States, I'm saying. They say the cartels really don't mess with tourists. They are more sophisticated. Maybe so. Packing light, get you some dry fit clothes. They're lightweight, like the golf pants and the golf shorts. That synthetic material. It weighs less. It folds easier. You can manage it without ironing. No cotton, no denim, no jeans, jogging shoes, no high tops, no leather. You know, you take all the stuff that no Timbs and dumb shit like that. Niggas literally be putting Timberlands in their bag and shit and high top sneakers to walk around Brazil. It just, you don't need that. You could look online for the exchange rate. No, I still check my bagging because I be having a lot of stuff. You know, I gotta look fly, so I have a lot. I still be having a lot of stuff. And I got a lot of camera stuff. So my bag is always still. I still always have a 50-pound bag, and I have like a 20-pound fucking camera bag on my back, man. It's just ridiculous. And I stay places long periods of time, so I could have a carry-on if I was just going someplace for a week. But if you're going for 2 weeks to a month, a carry-on is just not a lot of options. Like, y'all don't ever see me running my same shit every day. I can pack lighter for places that I got clothes at, but you know, I do. You know, fashion is part of my style. You know what I mean? Having options and all that. Why didn't I go back to Argentina? I don't know. Not that I wouldn't, but I was there. I went. You know, I would like to go to that beach city in Argentina when I go back, but you know, it's not somewhere high on my list. Like, oh, I gotta go back. It was cool. Tim's in Brazil is crazy work. Orange socks. You got any connections of people in Rio for an Airbnb during Carnival? Nope. They probably booked up. Will Poland be on your list? Not really, but maybe. When I do my second Euro step, I might go out that way. Even the grannies in Brazil turning heads. They could. Sagittarius is naturally fashionable. Happy birthday. Thank you, man. Yeah, my birthday is on the 20th. So today's the 17th in a few days. Would it be easier just to buy clothes at the mall? No. They might not have. First of all, the clothes in certain countries, like the ones I like, it's going to be more money. Like in New York, they always got sales. Go to the Lacoste store in Thailand is more money. In Brazil is more money. And everywhere is more money. In Peru, I went in the Lacoste store, more money. The Polo store, more money. So, and it might not fit you. You know, they don't make big sizes and comfortable sizes. You know, they be wearing huggers, booty huggers in these certain countries. Darius, did I get your super chat? Let me see. I don't think so. What did you say? My wife B-Day is the 22nd. Happy B-Day. Thank you. You missed the super chat. Okay, let me go back. Let me try to find that super chat. No disrespect. Okay, Darius. So Rio is the best city in Brazil. What if you like Afro women with natural hair? I'm not saying Rio is the best city, one, but there's plenty Afro Brazilians in Rio. They said they're more in Sao Paulo, but I mean in Salvador, but I don't know. There's plenty of Afro Brazilians in Rio alone, karaoke's. There's plenty black women on the beach, plenty black people. There's more people in Rio. Rio is a bigger state. So you could go to Salvador too, but I think between Salvador, Rio de Janeiro, and maybe Sao Paulo is probably where you're gonna get the most blacks. Half of the Uber drivers was black. Facts. Tried to get some Corinthians, Flamingo, and Botafogo kits last year. Botafogo kits was the only ones that fit. The older you get as a man, your clothes should be more solid colors. I don't know about that. I have to escape from Babylon, USA, to be peaceful, joyful, healthy, and wealthy. You could do it, you know what I'm saying, in the United States, but you got to have more money. Like this is what I say in a lot of cases, right? If you make decent money in America, there's certain countries or certain regions of the world, like Southeast Asia, like South America, like Central America, that you could live in the best neighborhoods in the best cities, right? But in America, you couldn't afford to live in the best neighborhoods in the best cities. So that's what it does. The best city is the best city, or the best parts of the city. Like Lima is probably the best city, pound for pound, in Peru. 30% of Peruvians live in Lima. Now, the best neighborhoods in Peru, some of the best are Miraflores and San Isidro and Barranco, and there are probably a few others. But when you walk those neighborhoods, you're going to be safe. When you go down to the beach, it's going to be, I mean, the parks are manicured. There's parks everywhere. They've built bridges. They've enhanced those three neighborhoods so much, and they continue to, that you will be living in some of the best neighborhoods in the country that you can afford, which is what you get sometimes when you move overseas. It's not that it's that lit, but if you want to live in a beautiful neighborhood with minimum crime, with wealthy people for their country who are not going to bother you, mind their business, know how to behave, you could afford it. Could I live in Central Park West, 34th Street in New York and, Dumbo? No. You would have to be a multimillionaire to live in those places, which is the best neighborhoods. They come outside their house, the trees are nice, there's no spit and gum on the sidewalks. They could walk across the street to Central Park. Yeah, they got all of that at their fingertips. But that's cool. You have to be a multimillionaire to do that in a city like New York. But you could afford to buy $100,000, $150,000, maybe $250,000 condo. And one of the best cities in Colombia would be Medellin, one of the best cities in Peru, one of the best cities in Thailand, one of the best cities if you go to Panama, and so on and so forth, if you get my drift. That's what it allows you to do. Today is the 16th? Yeah, tomorrow's the 17th. So it's that, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not looking for lit because I'm older. You know, it might not work for some of the younger people that's looking for lit. But Lima got this litness too. I mean, they got nice clubs. They got, they got a nightlife. You know, they got things to do. They got rave parties and all kind of stuff. Like, yeah. Probably even if you move to like Barcelona or somewhere, you'd probably be able to afford to live in the best neighborhoods. I was definitely able to afford to get an Airbnb in the best neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? If you can afford an Airbnb in the best neighborhoods in these cities, then you could afford to live. Because some of these cities, if you took on a 6 to 1 year lease, something that might cost you $1,200 to rent on Airbnb for a month would cost you probably half of that if you just got a regular lease. Season swag, my brother. Have a caipirinha on me. I can't have another one, but thank you. Heading back to DR anytime soon. Why would you lose Tinder in these foreign countries? To meet people. You know, you could also use Bumble. Although, damn, she fine. Although a lot of you know, you're gonna get the women that's fishing, but they're gonna say right away that they're on there working. But I have met nice girls in countries on social media. You just when a chick say I'm looking for mutual benefit, then you know what time it is and you don't respond to her anymore. Unless you want to do that, you know? But I have seen a jump from women using Tinder to do all that type of stuff to now they're also on Bumble. I used to be able to get the good girls on Bumble. How do I donate, Zoe? You can cash at me at Internationalzoe and Cash App. The sister in Lima was a baddie. Who in Waka, the African sister, the sister from where's she from? Huh? Zambia, right. Thank you, brother. I'm getting old. Like, I got to start taking these medicines for memory and shit. I be getting brain fog. Yeah, she was a beautiful girl. She was definitely a beautiful girl. And she showed me a lot of love. And she needed me. Thank you, brother.
Of course. I'm charging for the delivery. Enjoy, baby.
Thank you, man. This is the second book a brother has given me on Left for Me here in Brazil. So, Ding Dong Ditch, The Shadow of the Big East, a detective mystery and crime thriller written by Nose. So, shout out to Nose. I don't know where you guys could get it. Him and the other brother who left me a book. So, I got something to read on the plane. I'm going to read the other brother's book. I think the name of his book was The Aesthetics of a Woman or something like that. I'm going to read his book on the way back home, and I'll read this book on my way to Thailand or somewhere, a long, long trip. Yeah, man. Signed it and everything, man. Brothers still read, man. Legends Bleed, Inc., Nose, to Zoe, much love. Shout out to you, brother. You know what I'm saying? Y'all try to check the brother out, support the brother. He's probably on Amazon. You know what I'm saying? Scan me. Here's his QR code. I don't know if you could get it off the screen, but that's the brother's QR code. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to brothers that still on Max Vision Films. I think he's making a movie about it. The Shadows of Big East, a dystopian detective mystery and crime thriller. A possibly unsolved cold case has gone even colder. It began with a missing person complaint on Halloween night. Clues at the scene pointed to a military-style trap and analog gear. Each new incident was signed by licensed precisions and soldiers' fingerprint. All right, shout out to the brother. You know, shout out to my brothers, you know, putting in work. All right, do your thing, bro. I'm going to be here. All right, 100. Yeah, so shout out to the brother. Knows, man. Does Tinder work well in a lot of Rio? Tinder has fallen off. So Tinder is falling off. It's a wrap on Tinder. What should be the price of a chair, table, and umbrella? I think I got gringoed at Baraka 99 the other day. Okay, let me give you an example. When I'm here, I get an umbrella, I get a chair, I get a table, and I get a caipirinha. And you know how much that costs me? 50 real. So which is $10. So this is why I tell y'all to come to other places going to charge you 100 for the same exact thing. which is $20. Not bad, but if you come out here every day, you know? So just to give you some perspective, I believe the caipirinha should be 10, the umbrella should be 15 to 20, the chair should be 10, you know, something like that. The table should be 5. It's a law now that Baraka prices must be posted. Really? I read that 120 to improve your memories of. Black dudes still read. I don't know if it's black or what. And he collabs with Youngblood Don Banks. Well, I did an interview with him, so, you know, he seems busy. I'm chilling, actually, man. I haven't made one video here. I went live twice, but I'm chilling, man. K9, the Fade King. I'm not with all that destruction, honestly. Like brothers fighting each other and all that stuff, man. That's why I tell you, like, that's why I said I don't want to really even be involved with that because they think it's a game, and they like a subculture of the travel community. They all want to be in that, and I ain't got no problems with none of them. You know, shout out to them. They do what they do. They respect that, but I don't want to be a part of that arguing and fighting. And basically, I don't want to be a part of that nigga shit. Y'all want to be a part of that nigga shit? Cool. But I don't want to be a part of that. So I'm not giving no, you know what I'm saying? That's why I haven't commented on it. I don't make, I don't, I don't, I don't, to me, I don't appreciate, also I want to say this. I don't particularly appreciate when brothers, and I know they could do what you want, but me personally, I think it's corny. If I say something on my channel, granted, it's my opinion, right? So I say what I say as my opinion, not as law, as my opinion. And I don't like people using my image so they could just say what their opinion of what my opinion is. Trust me, I can stand on my own and live and die by what I say and my opinion. That's on me. I don't need no help. I don't care if you agree or disagree what I said. What I said is what I said. And when somebody says what they said, that's their business. There's plenty people that I disagree with what they say on their channel, what they do on their channel, and everything else. But it ain't no need for me to make a video and use their image so I could get clicks. Like, to me, I just don't agree with it. So y'all don't see me with an image of no other YouTuber on my channel unless I interviewed them talking about them. I'm not going to use your image without your permission. I don't care about what you said. That's your business, and you got the right to say whatever you want to say. And I know that's maybe just me. I'm just old school, but I think it's corny, and I think it's a lack of creativity and a lack to stand on your own. Nobody needs a video about you making a video about what I said, whether you agree or disagree. I just think that's some cornball sucker shit. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. And I don't like it. You know what I mean? And I don't know, maybe I'm just different or I'm bougie or whatever you want to say, but I respect people's boundaries. If you make a video about your opinion about something in this world, that's your business. I don't have to make no video. I don't need your followers. I don't need to clickbait. I don't need to use you for people to watch my channel. If I want to collaborate with you, I'm going to do a video with you and me together, and you're going to be on a thumbnail because we collaborated. I think that's just some corny shit using people's imagery and using their act. Because you use at Internationalzoe, you know it's going to bring people to see what you said about him. Because people like drama. And I just think we need to stop that corny shit. Stop making videos about what somebody else said. What they said is their business. And they got the right to say what they want to say and have their opinion on the things that matter to them. We don't need you making no corny ass video. And I'm not just talking about, I'm talking about all the people that have ever done it about, oh, I disagree with Zoe and all this shit, nigga. That's some sucker shit to me. Take it how you want to take it. That's my take on it. Leave me alone. I do my own thing. I don't use nobody's image and make a video about, oh, he said this and this is how I disagree. That's some bitch shit to me. And y'all don't usually hear me talk like that, but that's how I feel about it. I just want y'all to know, leave me alone. Leave me out of that trying to make videos about what I said. I say what I say, and I stand on my own 2 feet or whatever I say. Now, if you want to come on my channel and we could debate, if I feel you worthy of even bother debating in a respectful manner, then that's another story. We can do that. And I collaborate with almost anybody, so it's not about that. I don't, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't hating on nobody. And there's a lot of clown shit that goes on YouTube within the guys who travel. It's a bunch of clown shit that goes on. And I don't comment because I don't want nobody coming for me. I don't want nobody saying nothing for me. I don't play with that fighting shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fighting nobody, but I will get your ass hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fighting nobody. I don't want to fight nobody. For what? You know what I'm saying? Over some YouTube? I'm not doing that. So that's all I got to say. That's all I got to say about that. And I wasn't even thinking about that, but y'all said something that brought that back into the forefront of my mind. I didn't even plan on commenting on it, but y'all said something in these comments that made me think about it. And I just want to voice my opinion. And I hope people can respect that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't got to fight over it. And you don't got to make a video about what I said. Hopefully y'all can just respect that. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people look at that and that could lead to problems. You making a video about somebody else and what they said could lead to problems. Make a video about what you think. You know what I'm saying? If you think a different way about a situation, just make your video about what you think. You don't gotta make your video about a comparison to what I said or somebody else said. And this don't just go for me. Make a video with using your own brain, your own intelligence, your own research about what you think. You know what I'm saying? And then half the time, people make videos about that. They don't even have nothing to support. They just want to use you to make a clickbait video. They don't have no real sound facts or research or real points of view to make the comparison. When I make those videos, I usually bring numbers, facts, time frames, experience, all these things when I say what I say. I don't just say it. And trust me, it's okay to not put up a video. If you don't have nothing to say, then just shut up. We can all possibly always have something to say. That's what the YouTube does to guys. They don't have nothing to say, nothing to do, so they got to talk about somebody because they need to put a video up. It's okay to go blank for a couple of days because you don't have nothing to say and you don't have nothing to contribute. It's okay to just be quiet. You know what I'm saying? Because trust me, I hold back. I ain't say I'll never talk about people, but that's in the comfort of my own home and maybe around the comfort of my own friends. But I can say a whole lot of stuff about a whole lot of people on YouTube, but I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? I don't do that because I don't want to contribute in that way. And I'll leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, that's a new little thing, clicking, making videos about other YouTubers. Like, come on, man. I was hoping I never saw myself in that because I'm not even really in that category. But that's my take on it. Take it how y'all want to take it. You know what I'm saying? But at least now you know. Now you know the other perspective behind it. Some people might say, oh, it's harmless. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. But that's how I feel about it. And because I feel about it that way, like, I don't do it. I don't think you could pull up out of my thousands of videos. I ain't never put nobody's picture on my thumbnail to talk about them. I don't think I've ever done that. And then I might have mentioned somebody while I'm talking, but It's never a hit piece or a fake hit piece about somebody else. So a lot of people have nothing but love for you, including me. Thank you, K9. I appreciate that, brother. And I definitely wasn't talking about you. I just wish all y'all brothers, and I know we were from different neighborhoods, that I would rather y'all wait to see somebody in person than y'all getting into the beefs on the internet for everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's his name? The Future, right? He said something about me because I was just saying I'm in a different category than Future and Rello. I said that when I was talking to somebody on somebody's channel. I said they need to be in a separate category because I feel like I'm in a different class than them. I had a little thing with Rello about it, but then Future makes a little skit about, oh, this old nigga hating. I ain't say nothing about it. But when I saw him in Thailand, oh, he copped a plea. But I ain't never make a video about wait till I see you and all of that. But when I saw him in Thailand, oh, Zoe, you know I fuck with you. It wasn't like that. You know, but I waited till I saw him to address him about it. I'm not making no videos threatening nobody. I'm not making no response videos to nobody. And I wish people would practice that, try and practice that across the internet, because you're making yourself liable for a lot of stuff and possibles, and then it goes from talking to now you gotta react. You know what I'm saying? And we don't need to be out here fighting each other. Come on, man. We don't need that. We don't need that. You know, that's how I feel. We don't need that. Season swag. Thanks for the super chat. There's a difference between class content and clown behavior. Okay. Clickbait for all the bottom 70%. Most of these travel circles is what you see on YouTube. I had to agree with Austin about why he left Thailand and just clicks for and gossip. Yeah, it could be bad. I mean, it's supposed to be about tools, Chris. I need to rethink what kind of blacks y'all run around with. I would just say the content is supposed to be about the traveling. Let's keep it about the traveling. You feel me? We call it the travel space now. Let's make the content about the traveling, not about the beefs between people traveling. You know what I'm saying? Like, make it about the traveling, y'all. Let's keep it about the traveling, man. That's all. I'm just trying to keep it there. Same thing happened with Rello and myself. It's all different faces to face, respectfully, right? Because all that, nobody don't really want to fight. But if you keep going back and forth with each other, you just might have to fight. You feel me? You just might have to fight. You know what I'm saying? And we don't need that, man. Everybody is traveling to make their life better. For experiences, whether it's for experiences, for chicas, for lifestyle, to afford a better living. I would think if you ask somebody, everybody's saying they traveling for the positive things. All positive things, right? So we shouldn't be beefing. And I know you're gonna have beef, but come on, this is the main thing. Same thing happened with Marlon Wayans. You don't have to respond when someone says something about you. You don't have to respond. You don't have to set up your camera and make a whole video to respond to something that somebody said. Like, that's the only thing. We too quick to run to the internet and sit down and make a video responding to something that somebody said. We don't got to do that. We don't got to do that, man. Because somebody going to get hurt and somebody going to be in the hospital and somebody going to die. You feel me? It's a possibility for all that. And then what y'all going to say then? You know what I mean? Like, people fed flame to the East Coast, West Coast beef, and then we lost two great artists. You know what I'm saying? Two great artists. DJ Panther, we made. Sorry, I had a call coming in. Didn't they jump on your boy Travel Wealth? Yeah, he had he had an altercation with a guy that's not really a YouTuber. You know, he had an altercation with a guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think people prey on him because they think, like, from high school, oh, you fat, so we could joke on you and we can, and Wilford talk shit too, you know what I'm saying? But nobody really had no reason to physically put their hands on nobody, really, honestly. Honestly, you know, nobody really had a reason to get into an altercation because of this, you know. And nobody's talking shit on one side. You know what I'm saying? It's usually both sides talking crap and then they get into an altercation. Like me, I don't respond. People talk about me, I don't respond. I don't say nothing. Like, it's because one, most people who gonna say something about you got less followers than you. And if you say something about them, you just helping them out. And you know what I'm saying? So you gonna talk back to somebody who nobody even knows about. And sometimes maybe that's the play, but I'm not even responding, man. If I want to respond, if I feel the need to respond, I'll wait till I see you. And if I don't see you, then it, it ain't gonna change nothing for me. Because those things that people go against each other online, it don't put no money in your pocket. It's not stopping you from making money. It's not helping you making money. So I don't really care. And I know who I am. You feel me? I know who I am. I know what I got to do every day. You know what I'm saying? I know how I treat people. I know how I move around in this world. So I don't even care, honestly. But I'm from Harlem, so I could talk shit with the best of them. Really, I'm from Harlem, you know. You see how Cam and Mace are and all them niggas? Like, talking shit is not a problem for me. I could do it. I just choose not to do it. Yeah, I'm giving my point of view about what I think. And like I said, I can't stop somebody giving their point of view about my point of view. That's the sucker shit I feel. Just make your point of view, like I make my point of view. You know what I'm saying? That's, to me, that's the thing that could lead to other things. That's all I'm saying. You got a point of view, voice your point of view. Don't make your point of view about my point of view. You know what I'm saying? I'm still going to Ethiopia. I don't know, man. I don't know. Nah, those drama videos don't make no numbers. I'm on YouTube, yo. That shit don't make no money. It's not money. You gotta have a following to make money. And just because you got one video that got a couple views, that shit ain't no money, dogs. Trust me, this YouTube's if every video you put out ain't doing 50 to 100, you ain't really making no money on YouTube. Honestly. You know what I'm saying? If you got 100, if you got 1,000 videos all making money, then you making some money. But YouTube is not the lick, dogs. I couldn't live my lifestyle off of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Some people can because their videos get that amount of views. Don't get me wrong, but the average person is not making that kind of thing. No thank you. No, thank you. They're not making that kind of money. And the people beefing is definitely not making no money. You know what I'm saying? The Aces and the Checks and certain people up there, they making money. And they ain't got no time to beef because they making money doing what they supposed to be doing in the travel space. Making videos about the travel. The beef, that shit ain't making no money. And if you want to talk about people, you might as well talk about the rich and famous. Like talk about Diddy. Talk about the stuff that clickbait is really going to send you some money your way. Like talk about another YouTuber who got 1,000, 10,000, 20,000, even 100,000. That shit ain't gonna make you no money. So it definitely ain't about the money. You definitely ain't making no money with that. Milk and honey in Thailand. Yeah, Thailand is sweet. Don't end up on Razor Ray's channel. Shout out to Razor Ray's. I mean, I guess they have to. I would rather it go on Razor Ray's and people duke it out on Razor Ray's. So now we have like a legitimate place to air out beefs. Just take it to Razor Ray's. You know what I'm saying? Like that, I understand. Two people both go to Razor Ray's and they air out their beef on Razor Ray's. That I get. To me, that makes sense. Dragos in Chi-Town, yeah, it's snow on the ground. In New York too, at least where I live, it's snow on the ground. I mean, I believe in free speech, but you have to understand you're accountable for what you say about another man too. Yep. That's why I don't be saying nothing about nobody else. If I'm saying something, it's gonna be my opinion most of the time. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be my opinion. And you don't have to agree. And I don't say what's your opinion on what I said. I just say what I say as my opinion and my experience. And I'm not saying you can't do it because people are going to do what they want to do. I'm just saying I don't like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I don't like it. And not that I just don't like it for me. I don't even like it when I see them doing it to other people. You know what I'm saying? Because to me, it just means like you lacking creativity. You feel me? Like if you want to be a YouTuber, you need to be creative. You need to put in the work. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You should be willing, especially if you're in the travel space. The travel space is not about talking about what another nigga said. That's not what the travel space is about. The travel space is about traveling, right? If you got a hit piece YouTube channel, then I understand. You got a hit piece YouTube channel, you got a response YouTube channel, that's what you got. But if you got a YouTube channel that's about traveling, then it should be about traveling. Yeah. Two YouTubers got physical last week in the deal. Yeah, I know. I heard about it. Unfortunately, once you are in the YouTube game, you can't control how the content is remixed. And I agree with that all the time. I agree with that. You cannot control once you're in a space. I agree with that, but you don't have to be silent about it either. You feel me? You don't have to be silent about it and just say, oh, well, I'm in a YouTube space, so somebody could use my content or use what I said. You know, you don't have to be silent about it. I'll put it like this, right? And so back you up. The areas you said are played out are, as a few Colombian dudes are popping out of the woodworks, criticizing and responding to Passport Bros hard. LBJ got one of his back hard. I was responding to something. I spent 3 months there. Did you still use the action camera? A little bit, especially when I'm in the water. The travel space has been toxic. I don't think it's the travel space is toxic. I think just Black Americans or Americans in general are toxic. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no more or less toxic than the rappers beefing, than the sports guys beefing, than the hotep guys beefing. Every space that we create or we involve ourselves in, we end up making hit piece videos about each other and beefing with each other. And wait till I see you in the street, you know. It ain't got nothing to do with traveling. It got to do with the behavior in general. A lot of YouTubers feel they need to diss other YouTubers to grow their channels. It don't really work, in my opinion. You know, it's brick in New York City. Your life, black man. Shout out to the Boss International. Who fought in the DR? Uh, it's all good though. It's all good. It's all good. It was brought up, so I wanted to speak my piece on it. Uh, no travel. That's why I like to be solo, because we all know ninjas be hating. Vizio, everybody only has a problem with black men traveling. I don't know. But is it black men having a problem with black men, or is it black people having a problem with black people traveling? And even if they have a problem, it ain't gonna stop from traveling. Traveling is contagious now, man. People see the potential to see other places. It's YouTube. It's never gonna stop. It's not going backwards. Unless they shut down the airports and all that stuff, you know what I mean? Caesar, I was in Sao Paulo, Brazil. I went to a steakhouse and no. No.
Deixa eu falar, pode comer um pouquinho desse tira-gosto?
No.
Pode?
I know.
Pode comer não?
You want the food?
Pode comer um?
Okay, go ahead.
Pode.
Take some. You good? Phone me? All right. All right. You missed the super chat. I missed another super chat. Hold on. Okay. Show enough. What's your opinion on staying in Lapa Carnival? Staying there, I don't know about you. I don't think you need to stay there, but you will be if you stay in Copacabana. You will be walking back to Copacabana from Lapa, because there won't be no transportation. So I hope if you're in good shape, you'll be all right. But you're gonna be walking back and walking there too, possibly. I support the travel space hard, but brothers need to read the room to various locations, as the locals are honing in on negativity and move accordingly. I guess so. We still just so small community. Only we're only important to the people who follow the travel space, because honestly, I mean, I'm not even a blip on this beach. You know what I mean? Even if there was 2 or 3 other YouTubers here right now going live, it's a blip to the thousands of people that's on this beach and the millions of people in this state. I think we think too much of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? Sim. YouTube. YouTube. Yes. Passa o nome.
Andrews.
Okay. Pleasure.
My name is Andrews.
Pleasure. Zoe. Yeah, so yeah. We got our own little space, and we full of ourselves. That's all it really is. You know what I'm saying? To the outside world, they don't know who we are. Now, there's taxis from Lapa and Uber, but you will pay double. Richest method. That's if you could get one, honestly. It's easier to get a taxi after the football game than to get a taxi out of Lapa during Carnival. Why you think we walked? It's too many people walking in the street. It's going to be difficult. But I guess you could get lucky. But it's difficult. It'd probably take you longer to wait for a taxi than to walk, and for a taxi to drive through the street with all those people walking. I guess it depends on the day too. I remember it was a gang of us, and we walked back to Copacabana. It wasn't really even an option. Ghana is a good choice to visit. Safe, woman-friendly, and welcoming beaches. Plenty of places to party. The appliance repairman. I gotta get there one day. Which method will be difficult, right? Did you really mean it when you said no more late night Thursday? Kind of, man. You can't do everything forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have the desire to do late night thirst anymore, man. I don't have the desire to do that. You know what I'm saying? I did it. I had a lot of fun with it. Yeah, I had a lot of fun with it, but I honestly got some other creative ideas that I want to do that I'm gonna try and pull off on this channel. So yeah, I'm not really looking at late night thirst. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really looking to do that. So yeah, I probably won't be doing no late night thirst no more. Now don't get me wrong, if the right situation shows up and I feel like I could do it, I might do it, but I'm not planning them. During the time everyone uses the notes, nonsense, or y'all bros too big for a moto. Yeah, moto is good too. The moto is a good option too. Because before, I used to go to the club looking for a late night thirst candidate. You feel me? Like, I used to be like, oh, she would be great for late night thirst. Brothers need to see her. But I don't do that no more, man. I don't do that no more, man. I'm in countries for too long. And I got, just a bunch of, not a bunch, but I got a few regular friends and, and guys killed the YouTube, whereas guys be hunting girls down and letting them know that they saw them on the channel, and the women are less receptive to that too. You know what I'm saying? They're less receptive to being on camera in places now too. The thirsty days were great. Juice said, it is a big world. I'm sure there's many places you're just going to have to avoid popular spots. Trust. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta try some new places. But you know what happens? If you have tried some new places and you seem like you're having a good time, the brothers just start flocking because they looking for new places too, but they just want you to discover them. They want you to clear the weeds for them first. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people is now going to Lima. I'm running into a lot of brothers in Lima every time I'm there. Tell them how YouTube has been treating late night thirst type videos now. I don't know because I haven't done them in so long. Anyway, even when I did the late night thirst, I would only leave it up for 12 hours and then put it on my members. So I always knew like not to abuse it. You know what I'm saying? Tony bugging out today. Yeah, he charging too much, Gans. Tony will get into a custom match with anybody out there. So what is the reason to stay in Copacabana if Lapa is jumping area? I mean, that's for carnival, but Lapa is a little more dangerous too. Like they be putting stuff in people's drinks in Lapa and pickpocketing in Lapa. Lapa is not a place to stay regularly. They got a party district over there, but I wouldn't stay in Lapa. The beach ain't over there. You stay in Copacabana, Ipanema, you usually gonna be in walking distance to the beach. And a whole bunch of restaurants and Lapa's cool, but it's like Lapa's like the village, you know what I'm saying? Like it's like Gethsemane. You know what I mean? I would have to maybe it's Gethsemane, you know what I mean? It's artsy and shit. Razor Sharp Podcast. What up, Tara? Nico Worldwide's Enforcer. What's good? It's good to be a member. The reruns are there, yeah. Well, I've been all over the Mid East, Asia, Europe. Only South America and Africa I have not traveled to. I don't want unsafe places. I was treated best in the Middle East. Visions. I wouldn't say South America is bad in general. You could just get into some shit. Thirsty black men. Make, make, make the late night great again. Happy birthday, so thank you, day two. Yeah, the late night thirst, the old ones is, what I've been saying I'm going to do, but I just haven't had time. I wanted to take and make the best of late night thirst, like the best of late night thirst in Rio, the best of late night thirst in Cartagena, the best of late night thirst in Medellin. I got a couple late night thirsts in Africa. You know what I'm saying? I was gonna make a series of the best, like a competition. I'm not gonna play the whole videos, but I'm gonna just show the girls and maybe put 5 minutes of the late night thirst and just make like a little reel. You know what I'm saying? But I just haven't taken time because a lot of that footage is on different memory drives, hard drives. So I got to get all those hard drives together dump them on one drive, and then go through the best parts of the late night thirst, like the 360, skip to the 360, shit like that. That'll be fun. What's up from Washington Heights? Any new destinations on your list? Black Top God. Not really. Not really. How about Throwback Thirst? Find some of the women who want to come back on the channel. Some of them joints is married. Some of them joints got kids now. Some of them joints is out the game. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'll be hard to round up all them girls. Some of them live in different places now. Rich's method. Let's just face it. The majority of Brazil and Rio is like the village. Zesty folks everywhere. That's the part of it. It's way more zesty though in Lapa. Way more zesty in Lapa than in Rio. Yeah, it's here, but Lapa is way, like, especially during Carnival, it's way worse down in Lapa. Way worse. Tony, so keep it. Andre, 3 stacks. Are most YouTubers on some fake it till you make it? I don't know. It depends why you on YouTube, Like, I would love to make a grip on YouTube, but I haven't. But I was never like positioned as quitting my job to do it full time or something like that. I was just doing it while I was traveling. So my businesses have always paid for my travels. So it's just, I don't have no video, saying I'm quitting my job because I'm gonna do YouTube full time. It's never been like that. So, but I think in people's minds that YouTubers make more money than they actually make, and that's for sure. I haven't seen Dennis this trip yet. Shay Tan. Oh, I missed a super chat. Vision subscribe. Bring back Pinky. She was an official fan club. Pinky's a biatch. Never bringing her back. I mean, you could tell how women are until they actually are what you think they have the potential to be. And then you'd be like, damn, I knew it. You're known for setting the blueprint for a lot of new spots for travelers to check. Thank you. Thank you, Pig. Because every other sentence is hit the cash app. Tony, who says that? At first I used to think you are IUL was the same as mortgage protection. Oh, don't say that, man, laughing out loud. She was, man. She's not a good person. You still in the barber business? Yeah, I still have barber shops. Yep, I'm still in the barber business. Although I haven't been in one of my shops in a long time. But I make sure the bills get paid and things get fixed. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I still make sure the lights stay on, the bills get paid, the repairs get done. So, I would love to run into Pinky and see the expression on her face. I'd love to run into her by herself too. But it probably ain't gonna happen. I might just go, just to scare her. Not you, Zoe. The other YouTubers, it's yada yada, hit the cash app, but they don't be talking about shit. Yeah. Zoe, yeah. But sometimes they gotta get the cash apps to survive, man. Don't get me wrong, I appreciate the cash apps, but they really need it, man. This traveling thing is expensive, man. Picasso, you never know. She might be watching you right now. She don't speak English, so she don't know what I'm saying. I doubt it, you know what I'm saying? She's very self-absorbed. And the funny thing is the first time I met her physically, because I met her on Tinder, but I kind of like, and she said like, and you wasn't even, you was like, I was like, you know, like I didn't jump on her right away. Like I was busy, and then I finally hooked up with her, and she looked better in person, and she was even better with the other things. I was like, whew, you know, I was impressed. But I've known her since I've known Pinky before COVID. Yes, traveling is a lot of energy, a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? It's serious, man. It's serious, man. I haven't looked at my numbers, but I know my numbers. I don't even want to look at my numbers. I know my numbers is high. Flights, Airbnbs, taxis, food, clothing, because y'all know I'll be shopping every trip. Every trip. I shop before I leave. I shop while I'm there. You know, then you got a little extracurricular activity budget every now and then. Sheesh. You going on dates? Shit's expensive, son. Look, my last trip to Lima, I had to change my flight because I had a deaf in the family. So an $800 flight turned into like a $1,200 flight, right? Then I booked the Airbnb for a month, and it was like 1,200 or 1,000. When I got there, I did not like it, so I switched my Airbnb. I lost some of the money, so I spent like 12 or 1,500 on the Airbnb. Then what else did I do? I bought some clothes and stuff while I was there. I went out to eat quite a few times. I know I spent like at least 3,500 on my last trip to Lima, and that was like 3 weeks. I probably spent 4,000, but I at least spent 35. At least no, I didn't spend 4,000. I would say I spent 3,000, unless there's something I know. I spent like 3,500, and the difference is I'm not doing that 4 times a year. I'm doing that like every month. You know what I'm saying? When I worked at an accounting firm, this is Tony, that was the number. One reason why folks leave to travel. Every week or other, you act like client site. I know I spent a lot of money traveling this last 6 years. That's why I said, okay, let me get a crib here, let me get a crib there, let me stay in these places longer, to cut down on the flights, to cut down on the Airbnbs, to cut down on all the additional costs at traveling monthly. Yes. If you like party hard, like if you partying hard with the girls, then you definitely gonna spend more money. You know what I'm saying? You definitely gonna spend more money. And I know guys that do. Like I know guys that do. Like they come to a spot, besides what they spent on the hotel, besides what they spent on their flight, they could easily spend 1,000 to 1,500 to 2,000 on girls alone, and that's not including feeding themselves. What's the point of going to Brazil if you can't speak the language with the women? I don't see the point to go that far and can't be understood. Well, you learn a few things. I mean, there are some people who speak English, but you're here to see the Christ the Redeemer. You're here to see the Sullivan steps. The Christ the Redeemer is a wonder of the world. You could come here for carnival. You come here to see the famous beach, the beautiful people on the beach. You come here to try the local food, the national drink, the caipirinha. You feel me? You come here to learn a little bit of Portuguese while you're here. You know what I'm saying? That don't mean that women ain't gonna find you attractive. You're not gonna find the women attractive. That you're not gonna. Thank God they got Google Translate. You feel me? So still a lot of reasons like that would make as much sense of not going to other Latin American countries because you don't speak Spanish, or not going to Germany because you don't speak the language, not going to Poland or not going to Amsterdam or not going, you know what I'm saying, to parts of Africa. You know what I'm saying? And don't go nowhere if you don't speak the language. You know, like it's the point is to learn a little something and experience something. You know what I'm saying? We don't speak Cambodian, but you go to Cambodia. I mean Khmer, but you go to Cambodia, right? Might want to go to see Angkor Wat. You know what I'm saying? You don't speak Vietnamese, but you might want to go see the Chi Tu tunnels. You might, you know what I'm saying? You might want to go see the Golden Hand Bridge. Like there's things that are, you don't speak Arabic, but you're gonna go to see the Great Pyramids. You understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of reasons to go a lot of places, and not speaking the language is not enough to deter you. You feel me? Even if you might have learned two or three words from another language because you went there, you know them. I know more Portuguese than I ever would know or thought to know by coming to Brazil. It's just what it is. I know a couple of Thai words from being in Thailand. You feel me? It's just what it is, you know? You manage, you feel me? You manage. It still ain't gonna stop you from being attracted to these fine ass women. Shit. And some of them do speak English. You feel me? Tell that man, Vision, subscribe, never to go to South Miami. Yeah, you definitely don't have to be fluent. You know what I'm saying? That's because you sure are only traveling for women, not for okay. Like, look at this right now, right? Now, I met this really cute Thai girl when I was there my last few days. And she's beautiful, man. She has a nice body. And she's half Mongolian, so she look a little bit different than the average Thai girl, right? So, you know, I told her I was coming back, and you know, like me, when I'm in Thailand, I want the girlfriend experience, right? Because I've been there enough times. I want the girlfriend experience. I want a girl to hang out with me, whether I want to go to a beach club, whether I want to go to an island, whether I want to go to a nearing city, if I want to go to the movies, if I want to go on a date. I don't want to have to throw my rod in the water every time I land there, right? So you could work something out with them and be like, you know, hang out with me for 2 weeks or 1 month, and you know what I'm saying? I'll look out for you, whatever, whatever. You cook, clean, and hang out. Like that's you not trying to make it your girlfriend. You're not gonna be there long enough to do anything. You don't wanna fake the funk and promise to take care of somebody when you don't live there and you're not gonna be there. It's manageable, man. It's manageable to have that kind of friendship or something or arrangement, and then you keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the beauty of traveling around the world. You can do things like that. Make new friends, learn a few things. I mean, shorties just show you how they cook, show you how they food. And this is great, man. I don't know what you talk about. I seen dudes be with the girl that's mute and Sasua. Or they're more attractive women in Colombia than Brazil. I would say per capita in Medellin, you might see more beautiful women facially, but the range of beauty, of different types of beauty that you're gonna see in Rio, and I'm just saying cities, I'm not saying countries. The range of beauty in Rio is unmatched. The mixed people here is unmatched, man. It's like, you know, light eyes, curly hair, straight hair, looking Indian descent, looking like Amazonian, looking Black African, looking white, you know, blonde, blue hair, blue eyes. Like the range of beauty is to me unmatched in Brazil. Like you could get everything across the spectrum in Rio. Whereas I think In Medellin, let's say, you got a paisa look in general. There might be some girls living there from the coast, but and there's more synthetic in in Colombia, like more fake breasts, way more fake breasts for a country with half the amount of people, right? Less like 1/5. Like there's 250 million, something like that, over 200 million people in Brazil, and it's 50 million people in Colombia. So then you break down the cities. You're gonna see more silicone, way more silicone and breasts and teeth, fake teeth and butts and everything else in Colombia, where and you're not gonna see a bunch of silicone on the beach in Brazil. Breast and booty and all of that. And fake teeth and all of that. You're gonna see some, but way more natural beauty here than there. Way more natural beauty here. And varieties of beauty. So any type of girl you like, they got it. They got it here. And some people say no, but I say yes. And that's just real. There's a whole nother level of mixed beauty that's in Sao Paulo too. And I've been on the beaches in Salvador too. Different. I've been on the beaches in Fortaleza. Different. So I would just leave it to, I think you could put Cartagena and Medellin together. That's the only way it could compete with Rio to me. You would have to but you could get all of that just here in Rio. And to me, you would have to put both of those cities together. You would have to get the Costeñas and the Paisas together to compete with Rio, my opinion. MRG. I am with Zoe. The girlfriend experience is a safer and better option. Being over 40 years old, I do not have the energy to keep campaigning. I get you. I was just in Colombia in November, and Zoe is absolutely correct. Yeah, that's also what travel allows you to do. Yo, the mute girl in Sasua is infamous. See, you know that, right? Aggravated man. He know what I'm talking about. Dudes definitely put down on that. And she got a thumper, and I seen dudes rock out with her hard body more than once, which means they liked her. Not but her. You're just talking reckless and wouldn't say if you've seen me in real life. Vision, you always talking slick. You a clown creep. All right, y'all brothers, let's cool out. Let's cool out. I've seen the most beautiful dark-skinned woman I've seen in Colombia, and she didn't really have an African look. Yes, but they have that here like they have super dark Indian chicks with their Indian straight hair. They have that in an abundance in Rio as well. I just think the variety of beauty is unmatched. Like, put it like this, right? If you went into a casa in Colombia, like what's the famous one in Medellin? The big one. What's it called again? I can't remember. I haven't been there so long. And you say, oh, the variety of beauty they got, right? But it's gonna be silicone and fake this and fake that, and they're gonna be beautiful, but it's gonna be a lot of silicone. But if you go on 4x4, you're gonna see all kind of different beauty and hardly no silicone. Yeah, yeah. Like I've been in 4x4 a few times and been like, why you here? Let alone if you go to the joint in Baja or you go to Centurium or Solarium, like you be like, it's crazy. It's crazy. Those that know. Yeah, I'm including the Venezuelan chicks because they are part of the collective beauty of Colombia. At least the hot spots, they 50% of the beauty. 50% of the girls in all those places are Venezuelan. Straight 50% of those girls are Venezuelan. So that's not even 100% total Colombian beauty because Venezuelan is helping them out. But over here is all Cariocas, all Brazilians. Like you not really one of the main women that you gonna find in you might find here in Rio is Argentinian, but they ain't really contributing to the beauty. They ain't contributing to the beauty that Rio already has. They're really not. Rippy effect. I know and agree with you 110%. Those that know. And you got people that's hard stuck on the thing with Rio is that you're gonna see twos and threes, but you're gonna see five, six, you're gonna see everything across the scale. You're not gonna just see 6, 7, 8, 9s, and 10s in Rio. But the beautiful ones are so beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like you could walk out here in the morning Sunday when they just got the street closed, and you'd be like, oh. It's serious here. As far as beauty is concerned, it's serious. They're like their DNA strand is different because you see a lot of big people here too. The tallest girls, Amazon tall. They got some tall ass girls in Rio. Guys too. They got big people out here, man. It literally got girls. I've seen the most 6-foot girls I've ever seen in my life. And I'm talking about, I know you can see it in Europe, but you know, mixed girls, 6 foot here in Rio, more than I've seen in any other place, I would think. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, what time is it? It's almost 5 o'clock. It's still nice out here though. Still people out here. We winding it down. Any last things you want to talk about? Termas no Brazil muito excepcional. Excelente, yeah. Oh, come on, y'all. Stop beefing, man. Y'all not going to probably never run into each other, so y'all might as well not even do all of this beefing. It's internet beef. You've been with Larry Fly, you've been with 6-footers in Rio. I know, you can't help it. That's one thing. You can't hide from the big girls in Rio, man. They coming to get you. You got to put yourself to the test because they got big women here, and you're going to have to take a big one down. That's all. What's better, Cartagena or Medellin? I think you need both of them in your life, K9. You need Cartagena for the costeñas, for the coconut rice, for the fish, for the brown skinned girls with the curly hair, you know, and the big booties. And then you also need Medellin for that straight, long black hair and fair skin and sweet talking Spanish. Oh, papacito, da 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 da. The sweeter girls are in Medellin. You need them both. Ain't no way around it. You need them both. You know what I'm saying? You got to do both. Ain't no way around it. It ain't no one is better than the other. You need to do Cartagena and Medellin if you're going to do Colombia. Like dudes who say they never been to Medellin, I'm like, you crazy. Listen, all I'm going to say is, when I first went to Cartagena, it was 2018, and then I went in 2019. Then the third trip, I went to Medellin, and I walked into Gusto's, and I couldn't close my mouth. Like it was paused. It was just like, I couldn't believe it was so many beautiful girls in that club. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like that per se now, but, and they got black paisas in Medellin too, or black dark-skinned girls who are or consider themselves a paisa and who are originally from, as far as they say, from Medellin. They do have brown-skinned paisas. They do have them. Paisa is more It's supposed to be the indigenous of that area, the mountain, but it's more of a cultural thing and personality thing and the way they speak, the sweet way they talk to men. Yeah, Paisas got that magic. They the ones who started that Papacito thing. That's them Paisas. Yeah, that's them Paisas. The first girl I fell in love with in Colombia was a Paisa. Although I met her in Cartagena, she was a Paisa, and she was so sweet to me, boy. She was super sweet to me, yo. And I messed up because I was with her for like 2 years, and when we broke up, I thought I could replace her. You know, like she was so sweet. I was like, man, I thought like I could replace her, but it was hard to replace her. I never did replace her, honestly. But I got a one potential joint, nice one that speak English. She almost like Cammy, but she got a kid. She got a kid though, you know what I'm saying? What darker Colombians go to Cali? I stayed in Cali longer than Medellin, and yes, Cali is much more dangerous. I agree. Yeah, they got some brown skin, and but I just think people think that Cali is like very black, and to me, Cali is not very black. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not that much different to me as far as different complexions than in Cartagena. And I met this white girl in Cali who had the roundest, fattest, perfect ass I ever seen. And she had the pointy nose, light eyes, white skin, um, how you call it, Colenia? But she had the nicest butt, one of the nicest butts I ever seen. So that Cali curves is real, and they don't have to be dark skinned to have the curves. They just have the curves. A lot of them have the curves. These beautiful sisters, they might be gay though. Get together. Yeah, so that Cali curves thing is real. I remember I was in the salsa club. I was in a salsa club, and they really know how to dance salsa. Like, if you don't know how to dance salsa, don't go to the salsa clubs in Cali because you cannot fake it. It's not like the fake 1-2 step you might be able to do if you in Puerto Rico or somewhere or in a Latin club in the States. No, no, no. You really, really have to know what you're doing. There in Cuba, ain't no faking the salsa. It's no faking the salsa. No faking it. The darkest women come from the Choco region. Yeah, yeah. A lot of dark women come from Choco and Baru too. Baru got a lot of black people too. Yeah. Choco is definitely very, very black. Although I have never been, I'll get there sooner or later. But it's not a lot to do over there. It's like kind of poor over there. You gonna see Bad Bunny in Sao Paulo? I messed up because I had a chance to see Bad Bunny when I didn't even know who he was in Panama. And the dude said, "Yo, you want to go see Bad Bunny?" I thought it was a girl. I was like, "I don't know who that is." They was like, "Well, we buying our tickets right now." But he's not as this was like 2019. 2019, I had a chance to see Bad Bunny in Panama during their celebration. They say salsa's created in Cali, but it's untrue. Salsa was created in Cuba. So do your research. The queen of salsa is who? She's the queen for a reason. The music is their connection to Africa. So salsa was not created in Cali, Colombia. It was created in Cuba. And trust me, the Cubans dance just as good, if not better, than Cali. I know it's more popular because Cuba is X'd out. But if you go in a salsa club in Cuba, I was like this in Cuba too. Like they had like some competition on stage, like during a regular night at the club. They had like the small competition. Nah, check out that Cuban salsa, bro. For real. Yeah, apparently Cuba, I believe. Celia Cruz is Cuban, correct? And she is the queen of salsa. And she is blacker than black, you know, and Cubans are more connected to their roots in Africa. When you go to Cuba, you're going to see, if any of y'all been to Cuba, and y'all will see. Yeah. Mate, why are you at the beach? Because it was a wonderful day. It was a beautiful day, and you come out here and relax, and just you hear the water, you see the water, you see the beautiful women walking around. It's comforting, man. Gloria Estefan is the queen of salsa in Miami. Yeah, that's Miami. We talking about the queen of salsa, period, in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like James Brown is the godfather of soul. Similar. What's the cost of Moet Rosé? I don't know, man. I don't go to no clubs and buy stuff like that. It's high season starts in December. This is Rio. High season starts in December, which means best weather of the year starts in December. We're in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, if you didn't know. Cruz has a star on the Walk of Fame now. That's nice. It's long overdue, right? Wouldn't you say? And she made songs about being a black woman. She made songs about being a black woman and dealing with racism and all that shit too. She was a bad motherfucker. She was a bad motherfucker. She came up in that pro black era, you know. I don't know, man. I don't really buy champagne like that, you know. Like I don't drink a lot of alcohol. Like I got a bottle of Jack Daniels fire in the crib, but I ain't even drink it, man. I'm trying to get away from drinking, man. That shit ain't healthy, man. It ain't really healthy, man. You're poisoning yourself. But it does feel good and taste good. But you can't do it too much. You gotta do it in moderation. Yes. Don't you know other countries have summer times in December? A lot of countries, the summer starts in December. It's not like America. It's not like Europe and United States and Canada. It's the opposite. We can't all be on. Thank Kevin Crawford sent me a $10 super chat. Thank you. Beach Vlogs always a bless. Damn, I wish I could see some of these girls though. I wish I could see. It's certain thing, man. Thank God for the human eye, man. It's just these cameras ain't gonna never be able to catch what the human eye can catch and see. Never. And they get attached to your feeling. It's different. There's been some legendary beach lives. Yeah, there have been. There have been. There have been. I'm just tired of doing that though, you know what I mean? I come on the beach, I have a girl sit next to me, she talks, she get up, you know, and then later today it'll be at 5,000 and then the girl be calling me like, you making me hot. Please take the video down, man. I'm tired of that shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Even Cammy's father's cousin that lives in Miami seen her in my video and called her dad. That's how the internet moves. That's how YouTube moves. Her aunt, you know, looking at a video on Arequipa and sees her younger cousin, you know what I'm saying? Uncle Nearest, yeah, he makes He's the one who supposedly created the Jack Daniels, and they stole his formula and all that. I heard his family tried to make another formula and they sued. I believe it's a possibility. If you live near the southern hemisphere, meaning below the equator, the seasons are opposite. Yeah. Thanks for a little class in geography, because some of us might need it. But I can front, I've gone to quite a few countries in the wrong part of the season, and it was cold. When I went to Argentina, it was cold. When I went to South Africa, it was cold. My first time in Peru, in Lima, it was cold. Where else did I go? It was cold. Even when I went to Nairobi, it was just warming up, so it was kind of chilly. Like people like, why you got on a goose down in South Africa? I was like, nigga, it's cold in South Africa in the wintertime. I mean cold, cold, not playing around chilly jacket. Like, nah, I needed to go and buy a goose. Barra de Juca, Copa, Ipanema. Those are the best beaches. I'm getting old, player. Yeah, I'm getting old. That's one thing. If you want to stay alive, you're going to get old, man. Ain't no way around it. Yeah, the UK is real cold. Well, when I went to the UK, it wasn't cold. At least I didn't go there. Like, I don't need to go to Europe in the coldest weather. Even when I went to Chile, it was cold. It was kind of cold in Chile. It's called the shoulder season. So it might not be winter, but it's like spring or fall, meaning that it's going to be less tourists and it might be more favorable prices. Black don't crack. It crack, it wrinkle, but it lasts longer. The elasticity is a little bit better. The elasticity is a little bit better. You live in the UK? Pikachu, where in the UK? It rains a lot in London, man. Yeah, it rained almost like every day I was out there. So look 29. Thank you. I know I don't look that old, but thank you. Yeah, South Africa was cold in May, April. Brick. I was looking at Nairobi weather, like time to take a flight. Yeah, you definitely got to check the weather on places that you have not been before. Because and Cape Town was not as cold as Joburg. Because I made it with my little Adidas jacket when I was in Cape Town. But when I went over to Joburg, man, it was, whew, the grays give it away. That's a nice one. Black don't crack, but the gray give it away. Yeah, you can't, it is what it is, man. Hopefully y'all get to be my age, you know what I'm saying? Still look decent. Take care of yourself, Because if you look decent, you can still get them youngies. You still get them youngins. You can get everything across the scale. Cabo surprised me how cold it was in January. Yeah. So I'm gonna wrap it up, y'all. It's 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock. It's going down. I'm gonna get back to the crib and relax for a little bit. I got a date a little later tonight. You know. And Brum, have you ventured to the favelas? Yeah, I've been to favelas before. I've been to Vidigal. I've been to Rosina. I've been to the easy ones over here. I forget their names, but I've been. I mean, it's a place where the people, the have-nots, went and built their own community. They didn't have a choice. It's nothing to glorify, or it's nothing to get stripes over. You know what I'm saying? It's where the poor people live. It's just what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's just what it is. But they have their own community and their own circumstances, and they deal with it probably the best way they know how. But I don't travel around the world to go to see just how bad the struggle, just how bad the struggle is in the struggling neighborhoods. it looks the same in a lot of ways, and it's humbling. It could be humbling, it could be depressing, and it could also be make you feel almost fortunate. You know what I'm saying? Makes you feel fortunate to not have had that challenge and that circumstance to overcome. You know what I'm saying? So with all the America is bad, America is this, America is the Matrix, America is this and that, most of these people in these developing countries would switch places with you in a hot minute. So keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? Thank B-Ball. All right, y'all, I'm going to sign out. It's 2:43 in the building. Y'all try to get them likes up before we wrap it up. You know, it's been over 200 for a long time, and I ain't even got 200 likes. Double tap that screen. I agree. So brothers be taking pics, talking about they're in the trenches. Late night third and DTT. Absolutely, so thank. Watch, keep, creep, craft, stream. Huh? All right, y'all. I mean, it's cool to visit once, but you know, it's not a place to hang out. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know why people wanna. I don't know, man. I don't know. Just not me. Peace, y'all. I'm out.